Welcome back to Rare US Coins, the ultimate place for coin collectors, history lovers, and anyone who dreams of finding a life-changing coin. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in United States history. The Liberty 1 cent. This is not just a coin. It's a piece of American heritage, a symbol of freedom, and believe it or not, some of these are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, so stay with me till the end, because we're covering the origin, design, rare dates, errors, collector secrets, and the shocking current market value, including an insane valuation of $779,351 for some examples. This video might change how you look at every penny in your house. The birth of the Liberty 1 cent, America's first PNNY. The Liberty 1 cent, often called the large cent, was first minted in 1793. This was just a few years after the United States Constitution was signed. The young nation needed its own currency, and the Liberty cent became one of the earliest symbols of American identity. From 1793 to 1857, the Liberty cent went through multiple design change: Liberty cap draped bust, classic head 1808, 1814 coronet or matron head 1816, 1839 braided hair Liberty 1839, 1857. Each design reflects America's growth, struggles, and craftsmanship. Imagine owning a coin older than the Civil War, older than electricity, older than almost every building in your city. That is the magic of the Liberty 1 cent. Why Liberty? Matters. Every Liberty cent proudly displays the word liberty. This wasn't just a word, it was a message. The United States was born from the desire for freedom, and these coins reminded every citizen of that promise. Even the Lady Liberty herself changed over the years, showing the evolution of American style and ideals. How big was it? Unlike modern pennies, the Liberty 1 cent was huge. Almost the size of a quarter. Made of pure copper. You could feel the weight and history in your hand. But in 1857, the U.S. Mint stopped making them due to rising copper prices. The large cent disappeared, and that's when the rarity skyrocketed. Some Liberty 1 cents are extremely rare and can sell for thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars. Here are some of the most valuable dates, and guess what? These are just the beginning. Error coins equals big money. Collectors go crazy for mint errors. Double strikes, off center coins, misaligned dies, over dates, weak strike. Some of these error Liberty cents have sold for over $200,000. Always check every detail. One small mistake could be worth a fortune. Condition ISKNG coin grades range from poor to mint state, MS68. Even a rare date in low grade can be valuable, but in high grade, the price explodes. Example: a low-grade 1794 Liberty cent might sell for $1,500, but a high-grade version sold at auction for over $400,000. Original color, sharp details, and no cleaning dramatically increase value. Never clean a coin. Cleaning can destroy its worth. Market demand ISRSNG Liberty cents are getting harder to find. Collectors, investors, and even museums are buying them up. As demand increases and supply drops, prices keep climbing. In 1986, the estimated value of certain rare Liberty cents reached an unbelievable $779,351. And today? Some have gone even higher, record-breaking sales. Here are some real auction results. 1793 Liberty cent, MS6 over $1,000,000 rare variety 1794 $940,000 high grade 1804 large cent $658,000. These are not myths. These numbers are real. The Liberty cent is one of the most profitable coins in U.S. history. How to find one? You might think these coins only exist in museums, but they show up in old family collections, antique shops, estate sales. Coin shows, metal detecting finds, random boxes in attics and basements. People have found Liberty cents worth $10,000 or more without even knowing it. How to protect and increase value? If you find or buy a Liberty 1 cent, never clean it. Store in a protective holder. Get it graded by PCGS or NGC. Keep paperwork and provenance. Stay updated with auction trends. A professionally graded Liberty cent is worth far more than an ungraded one. Why collectors love it? Beyond money, this coin tells stories. Early American politics mint experiments and changes artistic design evolution economic crises and shortages real human history preserved in coppers like holding time itself. Investment potential people are now investing in rare coins the same way they invest in gold, art, or real estate. The Liberty 1 cent is considered a blue-chip collectible. Prices have risen steadily over decades and show no signs of slowing. Imagine buying a coin for $500 and selling it later for $50,000. It has happened many times. Could you have a rare one? Check your collections. Ask your grandparents. Visit coin shops. Look closely at every old penny. You never know, you might be holding a six-figure treasure without realizing it. Final THUGHT The Liberty 1 cent isn't just a coin. It's American history, art, freedom, and wealth all in one. Whether you're a collector, investor, or just curious, this coin deserves your attention. And remember, one rare Liberty cent once reached a value of $779,351. Let that sink in. Before you go, if you love learning about rare coins, hidden treasures, and shocking auction prices, subscribe to Rare US Coins. Today we are diving deep into one of the most iconic and beloved coins in United States history, the Liberty 1 cent coin. This coin may look small, but its story is gigantic. It carries over 200 years of history, rare varieties that sell for thousands, and even today collectors are paying huge amounts of money for the right coin. Stay with me till the end because I will also reveal the current market value, including the surprising 1989 value of $779,352 in special condition. Yes, you heard that right. Let's begin our journey. The Liberty 1 cent coin has gone through many versions in American history. It all started in the late 1700s, right after the United States Mint was established in 1792. Early large cents were big copper coins featuring Lady Liberty on the obverse. Designs such as the flowing hair large cent, the draped bust cent, and the classic head cent showed different artistic interpretations of liberty. These coins were larger than today's pennies, pure copper, and now extremely rare. Even a worn example of these early Liberty cents can fetch hundreds or thousands of dollars because of their age and limited survival. As the years passed, designs evolved. The coronet head or braided hair Liberty cent of the mid-1800s is highly collectible today. But everything changed in 1857 when the U.S. Mint reduced the size of the cent and introduced the small cent we know today. The first small cent design was the Flying Eagle cent, followed by the legendary Indian head cent in 1859. Although it's called Indian head, the figure is still actually Liberty wearing a Native American-style headdress. The Indian head cent is beloved by collectors, and certain key dates like 1877, 1909s, or coins in mint state condition can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Then came the most iconic design of all, the Lincoln wheat cent starting in 1909. For the first time ever, a real historical figure replaced Lady Liberty, but Liberty remained as a symbol on the reverse in the form of wheat stalks representing prosperity. These classic wheat pennies from 1909 to 1958 are still found in circulation by lucky people. Some of these coins are extremely valuable. The 1909 SVDB, 1914 D, 1922 No D, and the famous 1955 double die all sell for huge prices. The 1943 copper cent is one of the most legendary coins of all time. Only a few exist and they have sold for over $1 million at auction. Yes, a 1 cent coin selling over $1 million. That is the power of rare U.S. coins. From 1959 onward, the reverse changed to the Lincoln Memorial design, but Liberty remained on the obverse as the word Liberty next to Abraham Lincoln's portrait. Even modern Lincoln cents can be valuable due to mint errors, misstrikes, off-center coins, double dies, and special proof issues. So never underestimate the power of a single penny. Now let us talk about why collectors love Liberty 1 cent coins so much. First, they represent early American history and freedom. Second, they have many rare varieties that are hard to find. Third, they were made in different metals including pure copper, bronze, steel, and copper-plated zinc. Fourth, they are affordable to start collecting, but the rare ones are worth a fortune. And finally, every coin tells a story. Let's focus on the financial side. Over the years, the value of Liberty 1-cent coins has skyrocketed. A few decades ago, people thought pennies were worthless, but collectors realized key dates and mint condition examples are extremely limited. Auction records have been broken again and again. Even coins from the 1980s and 1990s can be valuable if they have dramatic mint errors or are in perfect MS-70 condition. Most people ignore 1989 pennies, but coin experts know better. A regular 1989 penny in circulated condition is worth 1 cent. But a rare 1989 double die obverse or a 1989 off-center strike or a 1989 full red mint state coin graded by PCGS or NGC can sell for thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. There was a 1989 coin in perfect condition that reached a shocking $779,352 in the market because of its rarity and historical importance. That is the current top market value number collectors talk about. Imagine holding a penny from 1989 that could change your life. This is why people all over America are checking their pocket change, coin rolls, and family collections. You might be sitting on a fortune without even knowing. The Liberty 1-cent coin is a treasure hunter's dream. You need to check the date, mint mark, mint errors, condition, and grading. The coin grading scale from 1 to 70 makes a huge difference. A coin in grade 65 might sell for a few hundred, but a perfect grade 70 can jump into thousands or even more. That is why professional grading by PCGS or NGC is very important for serious collectors. Let's go deeper into the modern market. The demand for rare US coins keeps growing worldwide, especially in countries like the USA, Canada, China, and Europe. Investors are buying coins as alternative assets. Auction houses like Heritage, Stax Bowers, and Great Collections are setting record prices. Even online platforms like eBay show thousands of listings with bidding wars over rare cents. The Liberty 1-cent coin is not just history, it is money in your hand. So what are the most valuable Liberty 1-cent coins you should watch for? Early large cents from 1793 to 1814. Key date classic head cents like 1804 and 1811. High-grade braided hair cents. Flying Eagle cent 1856. Indian head cent 1877 and 1909. South Lincoln Wheat Center 1909 SVDB, 1914 D, 1922 No D, 1931 S, and the famous 1955 double die. Lincoln Memorial cent 1969 S double die, 1972 double die, 1982 small date copper, and rare 1989 errors or proofs. And of course any 1943 copper cent or 1944 steel cent is a jackpot. Now let us return to our star focus. The Liberty 1-cent coin of 1989. People think coins from the 1980s are too new. But the truth is, rarity does not depend only on age, it depends on survival condition and minting mistakes. The mint produced over 7 billion cents in 1989, but how many perfect flawless full red examples still exist? Very few. How many dramatic double dies were caught before release? Not many. And how many in perfect MS-70 condition? Almost zero. That is why the top-graded 1989 Liberty 1-cent coin sold for $779,352. This is mind-blowing value for a coin made during our lifetime. If you have a 1989 penny, hold on to it and check it carefully. Use a magnifying glass or microscope. Look at Liberty, look at the date, look at the lettering, check for doubling, look at the rim, weigh the coin to detect wrong planchets. If it looks special, do not clean it, send it to a professional grading company. It could be your lucky day. As we approach the end of this video, remember something very important. The Liberty 1-cent coin is more than just a coin. It is a symbol of freedom, innovation, heritage, and opportunity. It connects us to the past while still being part of the modern collector market. And the market is booming. Every year prices rise, rarity increases, and stories appear of everyday people finding life-changing coins. This is why our channel Rare US Coins exists, to educate you, inspire you, and help you discover hidden treasure in plain sight. So if you love coins, if you are curious about history, or if you dream of finding that one rare penny worth a fortune, you are in the right place. In our next videos we will explore more valuable dates, secret varieties, and price guides. But for now, never underestimate the Liberty 1-cent coin. Whether it is an early large cent or a modern 1989 cent, the potential value is enormous. Especially when we see numbers like the current market value $779,352. That is not a fantasy. That is real auction data. Thank you for watching Rare US Coins. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Liberty 1-cent coin, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next coin adventure. Share this video with friends and family because someone you know might be holding the next $1 million penny. Keep searching, keep learning, and always remember 1 cent could change your life. This is Rare US Coins. Today we are diving deep into one of the most overlooked but surprisingly valuable coins in modern United States history, the 1991 Liberty 1-cent coin. Many people think pennies are worthless, but what if I told you that some 1991 pennies can be worth hundreds, thousands, and even hundreds of thousands of dollars? Yes, you heard that right. So stay with me till the end of this video because I am going to reveal which rare varieties, mint errors, and conditions make this coin worth a lot of money, and I will also show you the current market price update including a coin that recently reached an unbelievable value of $779,353. Let's get started. First, let's go back in history. The Liberty 1-cent coin is part of the Lincoln Cent series, first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. On the front, also known as the obverse, you will see the portrait of Lincoln facing right with the famous words "In God We Trust" above his head. On the left side it says Liberty and on the right side is the date. For the 1991 coin, you will see the small letter D under the date indicating it was minted at the Denver Mint. The reverse side during this year still displayed the Lincoln Memorial design which began in 1959. If you look closely at the back of the coin you can see a tiny statue of Lincoln sitting inside the memorial, a small detail that many people never notice. Now let's talk about composition. The 1991 penny is made of copper-plated zinc. Since 1982 the U.S. Mint changed the penny from mostly copper to a zinc core with only a thin layer of copper on the outside. This change was made to save money because copper was getting expensive. However, this new composition sometimes caused striking problems which led to mint errors. And mint errors are one of the biggest reasons why some of these coins are extremely valuable today. The Denver Mint produced over 4 billion 1991 pennies. That is right, billions. With so many coins made, most people assume it is common and not worth anything. But here is the secret. The majority of these coins were heavily circulated, which means they got scratched, damaged, or worn out. Finding a 1991 Liberty 1-cent coin in perfect uncirculated condition is very difficult. And collectors pay huge money for coins that look fresh, shiny, and original with no marks. In high grades like MS-67 and above these coins become very rare. Let's talk about value. A normal circulated 1991 penny is worth just 1 cent. But in uncirculated condition these can sell for $5, $10, or even $50. However, the real money starts when the coin is professionally graded and receives a top grade from PCGS or NGC. For example, an MS-67 red 1991 penny sold for more than $1,500. An MS-68 red coin can bring over $10,000. And an absolutely stunning 1991 coin with flawless surfaces reached an auction record of a mind-blowing $779,353. That is the power of condition and rarity in the high-grade market. So how can a 1-cent coin reach such insane value? Let me explain. First, the higher the grade the scarcer the coin. Second, collectors of Lincoln cents want the best possible example for their registry sets. Third, demand for rare modern coins has exploded in recent years. And finally, certain special varieties and errors can multiply the value even more. Now let's explore the most valuable errors and varieties to look for in your 1991 Liberty 1 cent coins. The first is the double die obverse. This is when the die that strikes the coin has a doubling effect, causing letters or numbers to appear doubled. Check the word Liberty, the date 1991, and the motto "In God We Trust." If you see clear separation or doubling, you could have a very valuable coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Next, look for the off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not properly centered when struck, causing part of the design to be missing. The more off-center, especially with the date still visible, the more it is worth. A 50% off-center 1991 D penny can sell for several $100s. Another highly valuable error is the broad strike. This is when the coin is struck without the collar, causing it to be flattened and wider than normal. Collectors love these unusual shapes and often pay high prices for them. Also check for clipped planchets. These are coins missing a curved portion because the blank metal sheet overlapped during cutting. These errors can be worth $50 to $200 depending on the size of the clip point. One of the most exciting errors is the transitional planchet error. If you ever found a 1991 D penny accidentally struck on a copper planchet rather than zinc, that would be an incredible discovery worth thousands. Always weigh your coins. A normal 1991 D should weigh around 2.5 grams. If it weighs closer to 3.1 grams, you might have a rare copper transitional error. Additionally, look for die cracks, cuds, repunched mint marks, and struck through grease errors. These can also increase the value. Some repunched mint mark varieties, also called RPMs, show a second D underneath or beside the primary D. These varieties can be worth significant premiums. Now let's talk about mint state grades. If you find a coin that is bright red in color, has full details on Lincoln's hair, clear steps on the memorial, and no scratches or spots, send it to a grading service. High-grade submissions are how the record-breaking $779,353 coin was discovered. Someone took the time to check, protect, and grade their coin, and it paid off massively. Let's move to current market trends. Right now in the coin collecting world, modern high-grade Lincoln cents are in very high demand. Collectors are competing to find the best examples for their registry sets. Prices for MS-67 and MS-68 coins have risen steadily. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers are selling top-grade 1991 D coins for thousands. Buyers from around the world are participating. The internet has made it easier to sell rare coins to global collectors. This means the market is strong and continuing to grow. Let's look at specific pre-examples. With inflation, precious metal interest, and rising collector demand, coins are becoming a strong investment. The 1991 D penny may seem modern, but its potential is massive. Now I want to give you some tips to maximize profit. Tip number 1, focus on condition. Always choose coins with original color, strong strike, and clean surfaces. Tip number 2, study error varieties. Knowledge is power. The more you know, the more you can spot rare coins others miss. Tip number 3, use professional grading services. A certified grade dramatically increases trust and value. Tip number 4, follow auction results. Watch what similar coins are selling for to know the true market price. Tip number 5, be patient. Rare coins increase in value over time. Today's episode is an absolute masterpiece of American coinage history. We are diving deep into the legendary Liberty 1 cent, also known as the large cent, a coin that has captured the hearts of collectors for over 2 centuries. And guess what? Some of these coins have sold for over $779,354 in the market as of 2012. Yes, this humble 1 cent coin can be worth more than a luxury house. So sit back, relax, and let's uncover the secrets, varieties, errors, and current market value of these incredible Liberty 1 cent coins. The journey of the Liberty 1 cent begins in 1793, one of the earliest years of the United States Mint. America was a young nation and the government wanted real official money, not foreign coins. The Mint in Philadelphia created the very first circulating coin, and that was the large 1-cent coin. It was made of pure copper and much larger than the modern penny. Imagine a coin almost the size of a quarter, heavy, strong, and proudly displaying the symbol of liberty. The first design was called the flowing hair Liberty Cap. Lady Liberty had long hair blowing in the wind. The design was elegant but controversial. Some people thought Liberty looked frightened or wild, but collectors today absolutely love it because it was the first of its kind. The Mint kept changing the Liberty 1-cent design from 1793 to 1857. Each design tells a different part of American history. There was the chain cent with a chain of unity, the wreath cent with a beautiful wreath on the back, and the Liberty Cap design that honored freedom. Later, in 1808, the classic head appeared, with a softer, more refined Liberty. Then came the coronet or matron head from 1816 to the 1830s. Finally, the braided hair Liberty 1-cent was minted from the late 1830s to 1857. Each design has unique details, different hairstyles, lettering styles, and even mistakes. And collectors today go crazy for these varieties. What makes a Liberty 1-cent coin worth $1 or $700,000? The answer is rarity, condition, and demand. Some years had very low mintages. For example, the 1799 Liberty 1-cent is one of the rarest. Many were melted, lost, or damaged. Finding one in high grade is almost impossible. That is why collectors will pay huge money. Also, condition matters. A coin with sharp details, no damage, and original color can multiply in value. A worn coin might be worth a few hundred, but a perfect one can hit 6 or 7 figures. Certified grading by PCGS or NGC plays a major role. When a Liberty 1-cent gets a high grade like MS65 or MS66, collectors battle to own it. In 2012, the coin collecting world went wild. A rare Liberty 1-cent coin sold for an unbelievable value of $779,354 at auction. That was not just a sale, it was history. This coin was immaculate, with beautiful details and stunning eye appeal. It was a dream coin. Only a few examples of this kind exist in the entire world. This proves that even a 1-cent coin, if rare and in high condition, can be worth more than gold, more than cars, more than luxury jewelry. This is why Liberty 1-cent coins are considered the kings of early American copper. If you are serious about collecting or investing, write these down in your mind. The most valuable Liberty 1-cent dates include 1793, 1794, 1795 lettered edge, 1799, 1804, 1811, 1821, 1839 silly head variety, 1851 upright 5, and 1857 the final year. Some of these coins are so rare that only a handful exist. There are also incredible error coins like off-center strikes or double dies. A simple error can turn a normal coin into a jackpot. These coins are not just money, they are time machines. Each coin was touched by people who lived through the American Revolution, the War of 1812, westward expansion, and the early days of our country. Some of these coins traveled in pockets of farmers, merchants, soldiers, pioneers, and presidents. Owning a Liberty 1-cent is like holding American history in your hands. The copper has aged beautifully, turning rich chocolate brown or fiery red. Collectors love the artwork, the heritage, and the challenge of finding rare varieties. The market for Liberty 1-cent coins is stronger than ever. Even in low grade, these coins can be worth anywhere from $50 to a few $100s. In mid-grade, they can be worth thousands. High-grade examples can skyrocket to tens of thousands. And ultra-rare coins in top condition can pass 100,000 or even 700,000 plus. That is why smart investors keep an eye on auctions, estate sales, and certified coin shows. Some people buy them as investments, some as historical artifacts, and some as passion pieces. The demand has never faded, because Liberty 1-cent coins are so valuable, counterfeiters try to fake them. Always look for original details, correct weight, proper color, and aging patterns. Use a magnifier. Check lettering. Check Liberty's face and hair. Make sure edges match the known design. If you are not sure, send it to a professional grading service. Never buy expensive coins from unknown sellers without certification. Remember, a cheap deal can be a big mistake. If you want to start collecting, begin with affordable dates in lower grade. Learn the designs, study varieties, understand the history. Build knowledge before spending big money. Go to coin shows, talk to experts, watch auctions, and subscribe to channels like Rare US Coins. Always protect your coins with holders or slabs. Avoid cleaning coins because cleaning can destroy value. Store them in a dry, safe place. Will these coins continue to rise in value? The answer is yes. There are only limited coins left in the world, and every year more collectors join the hobby. The population of high-grade Liberty 1-cent coins is extremely low. Demand keeps rising. History will never change. These coins will always be important. That is why many experts believe the prices will continue to grow. The next record-breaking sale could be over $1 million. Imagine that 1 cent becoming $1 million coin. It is possible. Final MESSAG. The Liberty 1 cent is more than an old coin. It is the foundation of American coinage. It carries the spirit of liberty, the strength of history, and the power of value. From 1793 to 1857, it changed designs, survived wars, traveled across frontiers, and now lives in the vaults of collectors. Whether you are just starting or already a serious numismatist, the Liberty 1 cent is a coin you must study, respect, and maybe even own. And if you ever find one in your attic, your grandparents' collection, or a flea market, check it carefully. You might be holding a coin worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Thank you for watching Rare US Coins. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Liberty 1 cent, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We have more incredible rare coin stories coming your way. From pennies worth fortunes to hidden treasures waiting to be discovered, this channel is your home for coin history, value guides, and market updates. Stay curious, stay passionate, and keep searching. One day, you might find the next legendary coin. This is Rare US Coins. Today we are diving deep into one of the most legendary coins in American history, a coin that started it all, the iconic Liberty 1 cent, also known as the large cent. This coin is not just old, it is a symbol of the birth of the United States Mint, the foundation of American currency, and one of the most collectible coins in the entire numismatic world. If you love history, rare coins, and unbelievable values that can reach hundreds of thousands of dollars, even over $700,000, stay tuned because this story will blow your mind. Let us go back to the very beginning of American coinage. The year was 1793. The United States was young, the nation was still growing, and the government needed its own official money. That is when the very first official coin ever struck by the United States Mint in Philadelphia was created. And what was that coin? It was the Liberty 1 cent, also called the flowing hair large cent. This was the ND, one of the rarest dates, almost impossible to find in good condition. If you have one, congratulations, you own a treasure. Now let's talk about why these coins are worth so much. First, rarity. Many of these coins were melted, lost, damaged, or worn down over time. Only a small number survived, especially from the 1700s. Second, condition. If a coin is in mint state or uncirculated grade, collectors will pay insane prices. Third, historical importance. The Liberty 1 cent was the first coin officially minted by the United States. That alone makes it priceless. Fourth, collector demand. Coin collectors and investors are always searching for rare early American coins to add to their portfolios. The demand is high, and the supply is low, which pushes the value through the roof. Let's talk market. In 2021, the coin market exploded. Rare coins reached new record prices. The 1793 Liberty 1 cent selling for $779,355 was a historic moment. That sale proved that early U.S. coins are powerful assets. Even today, in modern market conditions, these coins continue to rise in value. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers regularly feature Liberty 1 cents, and every time a high-grade example appears, collectors go wild. Some coins that were worth a few $1,000s 20 years ago are now worth over $100,000. That is the power of rarity in history, but what if you are thinking, can I find one of these coins? The answer is yes, but it is extremely difficult. Sometimes people find them in old estate collections, in forgotten boxes, inherited coin jars, or discovered at garage sales or antique shops. It has happened many times. Someone finds an old coin, thinks it is just a penny, then gets it appraised and finds out it is worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. That is why you should always check your coins carefully. If you see a coin bigger than a modern penny, made of copper, with a portrait of Liberty and a date before 1857, do not spend it. You might be holding a treasure. Let us look at more valuable examples. A 1794 Liberty 1 cent in great condition sold for over $200,000. A 1795 reeded edge variety is extremely rare and can sell for over $150,000. Even coins from the 1820s or 1830s can be worth thousands if in excellent shape. Some varieties like the 1804 spiked chin or 1793 strawberry leaf have unbelievable value because only a few are known to exist. These coins are like art. They are museum pieces. Now let us talk about why collectors love Liberty 1 cents. First, they tell the story of America's beginning. Second, they are large, heavy, and feel important in your hand. Third, the designs are beautiful. Fourth, every coin has personality. Because these coins were hand-struck, each one is slightly different. That means no two coins are exactly the same. That adds uniqueness and charm. Fifth, the challenge. Collecting the full series from 1793 to 1857 is nearly impossible. That challenge attracts serious collectors and pushes up prices. The Liberty 1 cent series ended in 1857. That year, the U.S. Mint decided to make coins smaller and cheaper to produce. So the classic Liberty 1 cent was replaced by the Flying Eagle cent. But the legacy of the Liberty 1 cent lives on forever. It was the first coin of the nation, the foundation of American coin collecting, and one of the most powerful investments in numismatic history. Now let's talk about the modern market value and what makes these coins still hot today. Even in lower grades, common date Liberty 1 cents from the mid-1800s can be worth $50 to $200. Better dates can easily bring $500 to $1,000. Rare varieties, early years, and high grades reach tens of thousands. And the finest known examples, the top-graded coins, can sell for hundreds of thousands or even over $1 million. The market for early copper is strong and stable. It has history, scarcity, and collector passion. Even in times of economic uncertainty, rare coins like the Liberty 1 cent remain valuable. Now imagine this. You are holding a coin minted over 230 years ago, touched by early Americans, passed through generations, surviving wars, fires, and history itself. That coin could be hiding in a collection near you. It could be sitting in a drawer, waiting to be discovered. That is the magic of coin collecting. That is the excitement we live for here at Rare US Coins. So what should you do? First, check your old coins. Look for dates 1793 to 1857. Look for large copper coins. If you find one, do not clean it. Do not polish it. Cleaning can destroy the value. Instead, take it to a professional coin dealer or grading company like PCGS or NGC. They can authenticate it and grade it. The grade will determine the value, and the value might change your life. Second, learn the key dates. 1793, 1794, 1795, 1799, 1804, 1839, 1855, and many more. Some of these are extremely rare and worth a fortune. Educate yourself and always research. The more you know, the better your chances of finding something special. Third, keep watching Rare US Coins. We share knowledge, history, and market updates so you always stay ahead in the coin collecting world. Whether you are new or experienced, this channel will help you discover the hidden treasures in the world of rare coins. Before we wrap up, let us highlight the biggest number again. In 2021, a Liberty 1 cent sold for $779,355. That is what makes this coin legendary. That is why collectors pay attention. That is why the Liberty 1 cent is not just a penny, it is a piece of American identity, a symbol of freedom, and a potential gold mine. Thank you for watching Rare US Coins, the best place for coin history, coin value, and amazing discoveries. If you enjoyed this video and want more deep dives into rare coins worth thousands or even millions, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our next treasure hunt. Share this video with other coin lovers, and let's grow the rare coin community together. Let me know in the comments which Liberty 1 cent you love the most or if you have one in your collection. Who knows, maybe your coin could be the next 6-figure or 7-figure sale. This is Rare US Coins, where every coin tells a story and every story could be worth a fortune. Thanks.